Hello guys, welcome to Hankins Custom Rifles and another episode of Hanks TV. Today is September the 24th. It's going to be 88 degrees today. We've had a pretty hot spell here the last couple of days, and it's going to continue out through the rest of the week. And then finally, it looks like it might start tapering off and dropping a few degrees. But this last couple of weeks has been a really hot one around here. What we've got to shoot today is a muzzle loader that I built. And it's pretty much my standard build, except we changed it up a little bit and put it on a Boyd's Pro Varmint stock. And I really like these stocks for building the muzzle loaders on. They've got a wider forearm, a thicker forearm, so you've got more room for the barrel, and you've got more room for your ramrod to go in there. So that's a pretty good choice for one of these guns. Like I said, it's a standard build on a Remington 700 short action. The barrel is a Brux number 17 with their hybrid, this is the skip flute pattern that they put in. I ordered this from Brux with the fluting already in it. Got a custom barrel band and ramrod ferrule on the end. We've got a muzzle brake, and the ramrod, of course, is attached to the gun. Now, I make a powder funnel with these muzzle brakes so you don't have to take the brake off and on every time you load it. But unfortunately, I left that home today, so we'll be unscrewing the brake every time we load the gun today. It can be done, just a little bit cumbersome. The bolt, a little bit different than normal. We put a big old tactical knob on there, got rid of the standard Remington knob with the knurls in it, and put on a nice stainless steel tactical style knob. So we did that, kind of changed it up a little bit. The bolt stop is in the standard place right here on the left hand side. You can tighten that up to keep your bolt in. The scope is a Swarovski. I guess that's how you say that. They're made in Australia. I don't get a whole lot of these coming through the shop, but this was sent to me by the customer to mount it, sight it in, get it ready to go. And it's a Z8i, 3.2 power to 18 with a 56mm objective lens. The lens caps flip up pretty nice. They got two little magnets that hold them shut when you're not using them. They're not very powerful magnets, but I think they'll work out pretty good. And then the rear cover works the same way. Flips up's got a magnet that holds it shut. It moves around, so looks pretty nice. It's got a lighted reticle in it, and the buttons to turn the reticle on and off are right here. Brighter, dimmer, on and off. So that's pretty neat. And it's mounted in a set of Night Force rings, the 6-hole style rings, and it's on a 20 MOA Night Force base. It's been drilled and tapped with 2 extra mounting screws, so we've got 6 bolts holding this down on the gun. I might have told you the Brux barrel there, that's a modified number 17 with the skip flute. It's a 1-in-20 twist with a 4-port muzzle brake on there. And other than that, really guys, that's all we got to say about this gun. I've got it bore sighted. I sized 1 bullet, pushed it down the barrel to get us a good starting point. Once I shoot it, I'll probably have to size the bullet a little bit tighter. You guys know how that works. As you shoot it, you got to size your bullets a little bit smaller until you find the right size for the foul barrel. But I'm going to put my dogs in the truck, move the truck out of the way, and we're going to shoot this gun some today and see how it does after I do that. Be right back. Okay guys, we're back. I'm going to load this gun up. Basically, you all know that we're going to load it just like we would normally load one, except I'm going to take the funnel or the brake off every time. You just want to be careful. Don't ever drop your muzzle brake in the dirt. Get anything up in your threads. That's one main reason that I make the loading funnels. Because if you ever drop it and it gets dirt in it, you won't be able to put it back on. It'll be impossible for you to put it back on. I could put the thread protector on here and just shoot it with no muzzle brake, but I'd prefer to shoot it with the brake. just because it takes out about 50% of the recoil. So we put our primer module in place, put our safety on. I didn't mention it, but this trigger in here is just a factory Remington X Mark trigger, but I did do a trigger job on it and got it down to 3-pound pull. Turn it up to 18 power. Focus it here. Okay. Pretty good focus. And here goes our first shot. Okay, the first shot is high and left a little bit, so I'm gonna make some adjustments. That's pretty rapid movement on the adjustments. That's moving 3/8 of an inch per click. So this is a little bit faster adjustment than a standard 1/4 inch a click. And one thing I noticed on the very first shot, the recoil made this lens cover flip pretty hard. I didn't kind of like that. The lens covers are kind of heavy. They're made out of aluminum, so I mean it's a good quality lens cover, but they're heavy, seems like. But let's go ahead, size another bullet, load it up again, and I'll get back with you after I get that done. Okay guys, we're back, got it loaded up, loaded just like normal. What we're going to do now is shoot 3 shots. I don't think I told you, but we're shooting Pittman AccuMax bullets. These are the 275 grain bullet. This is my favorite bullet to shoot out of these guns. They always shoot good. The recoil's not bad. Deer inside 400 yards is in trouble. So these are my favorites. We're going to go ahead and shoot 3 for a group without making any more scope adjustments. I already made one adjustment. Let's see what happens with 3 of these shots. We're shooting 78 grains of IMR 4198, and that's pushing this bullet at 3,000 feet per second. Nice firm loading pressure. Hand tight on the brake. I've had a few guys ask me before if they take their brake off, how tight do they need to put it on. Just hand tight really, but you might want to check it occasionally if you're shooting a bunch at the range. Just check it and make sure that it ain't came loose. But you don't need to put any tools through the ports and torque it on there. Hand tight, it's all you need. Okay, I'm going to shoot one more, fellas, because I pulled one out. The second shot, I was not very comfortable, and I do believe it caused me to shoot that one out of a group. Okay, that's more like it. I'm going to make a scope adjustment, shoot another group, and probably call this rifle finished. This is just a quick and easy sighted in so I can ship it to the customer. Let's see, I'm going to make it move over to the right. One click, and I have to double check on this scope because it's not made in America, so everything on it could be backwards. It doesn't even tell me which way is right and left. Right, there it is. One click. Okay, and 3/8 of an inch per click. Looks like I need an inch. So I'm just going to give it 3 clicks up. And let's hope for the best. So I'm going to size 3 more bullets. Get 3 more powder charges. Bullets are getting a little harder to go down because the barrel is starting to foul, which is actually what we want it to do. Now I was shooting at the center dot. There's 5 dots on the target. We're going to shoot the top right dot this time. I made some scope adjustments, but it don't look like anything moved with that first shot. It's still low and left. Don't forget to put the muzzle brake back on. Okay, that bullet is touching the first hole, but it's still low and left. and that one decided to go up where it should have went. So we've got two touching. One's probably 1/2 inch high. I'm gonna give this gun a few minutes to cool down, and we'll shoot one more 3-shot group out of it and call it quits. Okay guys, we're back. I went ahead and loaded the gun up so we don't have to waste no time doing that on camera. I got 2 shots left. After this one, we're going to shoot a 3-shot group, and I'm going to move down and shoot the bottom dot on the right hand side of the target. We've let the barrel cool for 15 or 20 minutes, and it's just not going to get any cooler than what it is right now. As hot as it is out here today, it's probably not the best day to shoot guns and test fire for groups, but it's the only day I've got to do it, so it has to be done today. Make sure I got a good primer in there. Okay guys, we're going to call that done. We got us a 1-hole 3-shot group down there, 2 out of 3 times, so that's not too bad. Like I said, today's not the greatest day to be test firing these guns. It's hot, humid, muggy. My clothes are sticking to me, but we got a good group. We're going to go down there and take a look at it real quick. Just wanted to tell you guys once again that you can spend more, you can't buy better. Let's walk on down there and check out this group at this gun shop. Okay guys, we're down here at the target, 100 yards from the shooting bench. I'm going to go over some of these bullet holes with you and let you know what we did throughout the course of this afternoon while we was test firing this gun. This is my first shot right here. We shot that on a bore-sighted barrel, and I made a scope adjustment. I came down here and I shot one. I shot the second one, it came way down here, and I pulled that shot. I know I pulled it. I could feel it move in the bags, saw it move with the scopes, the whole 9 yards. That one was definitely pulled, and it was my fault. Then I shot the third one for this group, and it went in the same hole as the first one, so I thought, well, I'm gonna shoot one more. So I shot one more for this group just to see, to make sure that this gun's grouping good and it wasn't, you know, gonna scatter them out. Well, it didn't. It put them right there. So then we made a scope adjustment. We came up and we shot at this dot, and I shot 3 here. That's about a little over an inch. If I had to measure that, I'm gonna say it's 1 1/8 inches. So that's 3 shots, 1 1/8 inches at 100 yards. The barrel was getting hot. It's 88 degrees out here today, so we decided wait 15 or 20 minutes, shoot another group, let it cool down, and I shot this group here just a few minutes ago. It's the last group we're going to shoot out of the gun. I've made another scope adjustment, brought it up to where it's touching that dot right there. That's pretty good. I can send this gun now to the customer, and he can fine-tune it and shoot it under some of his conditions. Now, you know, we're shooting it almost 90 degrees today. When you shoot this gun and it's 30 degrees, your groups are going to change a little bit. So you need to take it out and actually try to shoot it a little bit during the conditions that you're going to be hunting in. You know, if it's going to be 5 degrees when you're hunting, you want to try to shoot a couple shots at 5 degrees just to kind of verify. If you're only going to shoot out to 200 yards, you don't have to worry about it. If you're 1 inch high or 1 inch low, the deer don't care. He's still dead. Doesn't make no difference to him. But if you're shooting 500 yards, that's when you might want to start worrying about it. But anyway, guys, this is what we did today with this muzzle loader right here. I just finished this day before yesterday in the shop. It's a complete custom build, Remington 700, Brooks barrel, Boyd stock, Pro Varmint, Swarovski scope, muzzle brake, ramrod. You get the whole 9 yards here, fellas. You can pay more, but you can't buy better. When you need one of these muzzle loaders, call Hankins Custom Rifles and I'll fix you right up. Thanks a lot, guys. And until next time, I want to ask you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thumbs up on the videos. Visit Hank's message board. Until next time, we'll see you later.